Hello, welcome back. Today we're making a folded pocket with some tucks from a double-sided piece of cardstock, and then according to the pin you need a scoring tool, something to score with and fold like a bone folder, and some double-sided tape. The size of the paper is 8.5 by 11 inches, which is about 21.6 centimeters by almost 27.94 centimeters. So I've cut that to size, and then it's rectangle, so the long edge is on the left and right. Your cardstock needs to be facing the side that you want your pocket's top to be. It needs to be up, and then you're folding it in half vertically, so corner to corner, just over. Hopefully I cut straight. Whoops. And that's where your scoring tool comes in handy. If you have a scoreboard, obviously that's also easy, because 8.5 is now what, 4.25, and then you folding open again. Then you are folding it in half horizontally again, so you're going to end up with a rectangle with squares. I've bone folded all my folds. You are now cutting the left horizontal fold to the middle. So I need scissors. So there's a cut. Can you see the flappy bit? Okay. You are folding the right bottom corner up to the center. So line up with your center line as best you can and fold. Okay, that's done. I've written the notes down from the blog, so let's see. You are folding the top left down approximately 2.75 inches, which is 6.98 centimeters, almost 7 centimeters. So I'm going to see you are sort of making a tiny triangle in the top left quarter. You are folding over the top right, so that flaps. Okay. The bottom left quarter, so this one, you are folding underneath, so it goes back underneath the bottom right. You are folding the bottom right corner up to meet the horizontal fold. How do you do that? Where is the horizontal fold? That seems wrong. I'm going to refer back to the pin. The bottom right corner, or the bottom right quarter, like that. Okay, let's check back. No, I was right. The bottom right corner, which was there, you fold over. So you basically, that's the horizontal fold, and then you've got a piece, and you've got the tiny little flap of the first one you've folded up, and the second one over it. And you fold the bottom quarter up to the top quarter to finish it. And then they're saying to close the edges. So what I want to see now is where we've ended up with pockets. So I'm not gluing yet. I want to see where I can glue. That's a pocket. That's a pocket. But according to me, that's also a pocket, a side pocket, because that's very neatly folded, and you've also got, that one's maybe too small, but it can take a side one. The pin doesn't say how many pockets you end up with, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if you don't stick it down all the way, you will end up with 5 pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets. I think that's right. The pin seems to intend it only, it's called a double pocket. So the pin intends it for only that. So I want to see where I must absolutely glue it to keep some pockets active. So if you want a third pocket, a second pocket, you need to do it This is actually incredibly versatile because you could do it as a pocket and a pocket, and this whole thing can be a fold out writing space if you use a plain paper. Just keep in mind, my design ended up upside down now that I notice it, so maybe just choose a design like polka dots or flowers or something that's not so strict. Okay, I'm going to glue this one for maximum pockets. Then I'm going to make another one. We can go through the process and see how to do it for pockets, but also some fancy foldy writing space. Okay, I'm going to reverse unfold this to say where the glue must be in order to have good pockets. So on your first unfold, you will need, I'm going to write it with pen, glue there and glue there. Yes, okay. Then on your second unfold, you need glue there and glue there, and glue there. Then on your third unfold, you need glue there and glue there. Okay, I'm going to do this glue and then see where we are. Okay, that's glued in the way that I showed with the pen. So, one pocket, two pockets as the pin intended. I didn't glue the side. So, it's not very big. This is a plain card size die cut, but I mean it goes in. So 3 pockets. Where did I say there was a fifth? No, there is no fifth. I was mistaken. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then if you glue it on a page, 4. This is a very, very versatile pin. I like it a lot. So you could have just added side adhesive if you wanted that flat and closed, or the pin suggests putting eyelets or punching for a ribbon or putting something there. This is completely unembellished, but I think you can go quite wild on the embellishments. It's really neat. It's really simple to do. I like it. I'd recommend it. Okay, I'm going to do, this is now my second one ever. I'm going to do it. This is my paper. I think this design is more forgiving for flipping and whatever ends up top and bottom. So let's see if it works like that. Cut it to size 8.5 by 11 inches. I've cut this on centimeter measurements just to see that it works okay. So we are going to, actually, what I'll do is this. I've written Koki, I don't know if that helps, and then I'll put the steps on a little index card. So first up, you fold in half vertically. Make sure to burnish your fold. Next step, fold in half horizontally and burnish your fold. Next step, you're cutting on the left horizontal line until the center. So that is where the cut is. Fold the right bottom corner along the center middle line towards the horizontal line. Please note this fold won't go all the way to the middle. Next is folding the top left about 7 centimeters down. So it says 2.75 inches, which is about 7. So I'm making a tiny little dot there and just using that as a guide to get a little corner. That's not completely straight, but I think that'll be okay. Maybe I must make it straight. Yeah, try to get a nicely shaped triangle. Next, you're folding the top left where you've made the cut over the top right. You're now folding the bottom left to the back and underneath the bottom right. And again, just keep your folds flat. You're now folding the bottom quarter up and over towards the middle. It won't meet all the way, it will barely overlay the fold in the triangle that's already there. And then lastly, you're taking the bottom piece with the 2 triangles and flipping it up, giving you your pocket with 2 tuck spots if you glue all the closed edges. If you don't glue all the closed edges, you end up with another side pocket for a smaller card. And if you glue it on the page only along the edges, you'll have another tuck at the back. I really like this. I think it's very versatile. It's very easy to. Depending on how you do your last little 2 triangles in this last step, when it's folded, just untuck this triangle from the pocket, if I can say that, if you want the secret hide written, little journal spot, because then your glue will be different, right? So then you'll glue, you won't get the 5th tuck. Is that right? No, you can still get it. So then let's just glue from the back. So you're going to glue, let me mark it again, here and here for the first one, and then you are going to glue on the flap there and here for the second and third, and then you will end up with a secret journaling space. Okay, I'm going to glue it like that and see that it works. Okay, that's glue the way I suggested, where I showed the glue to be. So that's 1 pocket, 2 pockets, 3 pockets, journaling space, or if you do the flap, you could have a tuck, I suppose, but I quite like this little openy bit, and then depending on how you adhere it to the page, a 4th one, where this one is glued, so you've got one at the back, if you glue it like that, 2, 3, 4 on the side with no flippy openy journaling. The only thing that I suggest on this one is that you do something to keep it closed on your page, because it will want to open. So just a paper clip would be okay. Although no, because now if you've glued it to the page, a magnet maybe, or a little Velcro. The little Velcro dot works well. So then let's put this on a journal page so that I can show you what it looks like. I'm very happy to have one of Desiree's Goed uit my Hart journals always to be for display purposes. This one could also be a center page stitched in, and then it can be closed. That's actually quite a nice little center page for a journal, so that's a good idea. And then this one is just a pocket that can sit on, or you can have it that you can journal at the back and you just don't adhere it, and then you can just use the clip, so it's more like a folder booklet then. As a little pocket to just stuff in some ephemera, really nice. This is the wrong color, but this is the button we made yesterday, and they also sit very nicely on these folders. So with just a couple of folds you end up with something really nice. I'm just thinking the way I glued this one, I didn't glue the bottom, but you can also flip them. They can be horizontal little tags on a page. We sometimes forget that you can use your page in very many dimensions. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye bye. So I ended up embellishing this one just so you can see it. I mean, it changes completely, and this is the one with the, I just put some little tracing paper there because the paper wasn't light enough to write on, so it takes embellishments really nicely. And then this one, I've just numbered 1 pocket, 2 pocket, 3 pocket, 4 pockets, depending on how you use it. Great. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.